Hey wonderful human beings, I hope that you guys are doing well. This is going to be a new reading about Nicola Bulley, and this case is very close to my heart now, and the more I get into that, the more details I receive from her as well, and the more communication I receive from her. And I have to say that this goes beyond just a domestic thing, and there are some elements in this case that are indeed suspicious, and I think she deserves justice. Okay, so the more I get into her case, the more I want justice for her, because I can sense her energy, and actually I received some communication from her. But before I get into this, let me tell you that I have a few readings already about her, so I'm gonna link the playlist up here, so please watch those readings because those are helping me as well and whoever is interested in her case to put the pieces together. And my very first reading was a little bit cloudy, and there were a few things that I believe that were clues, but maybe I didn't get them right, or they were not clear for me. But the more I connect to her energies, the more clues she is giving me. And those of you that are believing in the official narrative and that the police was right and the authorities were right, please don't waste my time with your comments, because you're not going to change my opinion. You're not going to change those people's opinions either that believe that this is more than just an accident. So please, let's just not waste each other's time. And yeah, haters are gonna hate. And those of you that are saying that yes, you are doing this for money, this is not about fame and getting views. This case is really now close to my heart, and the reason why I'm doing it today, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so I have been planning to do this reading for quite a few days, and yesterday I thought today is the day. I mean, Saturday is going to be the day, but I didn't know why I got that strongly that today is the day that I have to do this reading. Okay, so let me get into something before I start the reading. So I got in touch with her energies around like a week and a half ago, and she told me a few things. She gave me clues. So many of the words that she gave me don't make sense yet, but they will make sense probably as I go forward with the reading. But she kept saying the equinox, equinox, equinox. And I didn't understand what she meant. I thought there's something related to her death, because there was no equinox when she died in January, right? So I didn't really understand what was that. I even forgot about the autumnal equinox and when is that. And I had a conversation yesterday with someone about Stonehenge, and that person lives close to Stonehenge, and the person told me that he never visited Stonehenge. And I was like, oh, you should visit Stonehenge. But anyways, like, I've never been there either. And today I was thinking about Stonehenge, and it clicked to me, or I don't know where I came across the fact that today is the autumnal equinox. And now I understand totally why Nicola kept telling me the equinox. Like, she meant that I should do this video on the day of the equinox. So I even forgot that today is the equinox. So there I am. I already planned it yesterday to do this reading today. So yeah, today is the equinox. So this is what she meant. So many things are making sense as I go forward. So she kept telling me about an archive. I'm not sure what is that. Probably she meant some official things, because she kept saying official, the official. She didn't say authorities, but she kept saying social services and something official. So I believe that she meant authorities. So there's something around authorities and people that are involved in this, and the authorities as well. She kept talking about her heart. She kept saying also, so there was something with a forest, and I asked her very clearly, how did you die and where did you die? And what she was saying, and again, take what resonates, leave the rest behind, but she was talking about a forest, and she said that she was killed in the forest. This is what she told me, and she told me multiple times. So that's not even a question for me that this wasn't an accident. So I'm not sure if there's like an area with many trees, or sort of like a wood area or forest. She told me actually in Hungarian, so I was hearing those words in Hungarian. And forest and woods is kind of like the same in Hungarian. So she either meant in the woods or in the forest. There might be an area that is more like a wood-like area, and she said that she was killed there. Yeah, that's what she told me. She was talking about the dog as well. So there's something about the dog. I think she meant that we should pay attention to the dog. I wrote down those words, so I'm reading them. She kept saying that there was something about her heart and our hearts. Our hearts. She kept saying that. She was saying something about drinking something, and oxygen. That was the word as well that she kept kept repeating. When I was asking about how she died, she was saying that our hearts and oxygen, so there's something about her heart and oxygen. She was talking about the lungs as well. She was talking about words and drinking. Also, she made me have an impression about certain military services or certain authorities, military, police, or something like that, like a deputy, like someone that is a caregiver. And she also told me oxycodone. She kept saying that. I wrote it down. I mean, that is a drug. So I'm not sure what is that, or maybe there's a drug that is similar to that, but she kept saying that. Okay, I'm not sure what that means yet. That might not be the reason behind her death. She was saying about knocking, meant probably either knocking on the door or like being knocked. She was saying water, and she was talking about silver. Okay, when I asked her how many people were present when you died, she told me 2. So she told me like many words, but that stand out, like the number 2. So maybe there were 2 people at that time, or 2 people that were directly involved. Okay, she kept saying something about the archive, as I said, a textbook, so a book. She kept saying that. What else? When I was asking about how many people were present when she died, she kept saying services. Nerves hidden and hidden entities. So maybe there were some hidden entities, or I'm not sure what that means. But I want to tell you these words, so maybe you can put the puzzle together and then we will find clues as I go on. She told me about the judge. I know that in the UK you don't call it the judge. I think it was the coroner. She was saying something about the kitchen. She was saying, like in English, green chair, evil. Not sure what that means. And also she was saying man, but I think when she was talking about the chair, green chair or chair, and evil chair, I think she meant that there's something with the judge, or there's something with people in the inquest that are representing the law, that there's something evil about them, or they want to hide something. This is how I'm thinking that this is what it means. She was talking about a game, 2 people and a game, a man, and the names. So there's something about some people's names. She kept saying artist. I don't know if there's someone that is an artist, or there's some sort of art, but when I was asking about the partner, Paul, she didn't say anything concrete if he was involved or not, but she was saying that he lied about some debts. And also she kept saying that dry, like the word dry. I'm not sure. I was asking about the sister as well, and she said like day by day, and I didn't know what that means, but then I found out that actually the sister was staying with them like a few days before she died, a few days before she disappeared. She also kept repeating night and fever. So I don't know if she had fever the previous night that she disappeared, or there was one night when someone had fever, and maybe like that is related to some medicine, but she kept telling me that particular word, oxycodone. And also she was emphasizing oxygen when she died. She was also saying that there was a struggle with someone, and I was asking her what happened when she was walking the doggy, and she said that there was some struggle. And then she kept saying Tuesday. Not sure what the Tuesday means. I need to look her case up. Okay, let's get into the reading, because this is like a long intro kind of, but I'm gonna put the timestamps down below. All right, so I don't even know what I'm asking. So let's ask if the inquest was correct. If the inquest was correct, and the energies of the inquest, because there are some shady stuff around that inquest. And people that were present are saying that. We have strength reversed, we have 7 of cups. Okay, so first of all, when the 7 of cups is reversed, that is talking about an intelligent selection. So that is telling me that something was intelligently selected there, or intelligently thought out before the inquest happened, because that was like months after they found her. I think it was this summer this year, and she died in January, right? Strength is reversed, which can talk about stubbornness, but then abuse of power as well. Okay, so there was some abuse of power present there. How was the inquest? Okay, the Chariot, 5 of Cups, and the King of Cups. Okay, and then bottom of the deck we have the 6 of Pentacles upright, Alright, so what I see with the King of Cups here, that can represent the actual judge as well, or authorities, like masculine figure that is very much in top of things. Okay, this is an intelligent selection that is coming from that person, or is coming from that energy that this authoritarian energy is representing. And the Five of Cups is picking up the pieces when it's upright, but it's reversed, so it's like the aftermath of this particular event, her death. It's like moving on. So that is telling me that the relatives and everybody who was present there in that inquest already moved on, in a sense, emotionally. So the emotions were not that charged. So the situation could have been looked at more objectively. With the Five of Cups, I also feel like there are some incoherencies, incoherent fears that are being managed. But the Chariot is reversed. And that is talking about roadblocks and bumping into certain roadblocks at the time of the inquest. The Emperor, yeah, there's this very strong authoritarian energy, like masculine energy. That is talking about the public, multiple people, like in a classical sense, but in this case is karma. So there's something in a very immature stage, because the Page of Wands is immature energy, especially when it's reversed. There's some lack of readiness when it comes to handling certain situations, or lack of maturity. So there's a lack of maturity here, even though they are like very important people. So this can actually talk about the law itself and the judge and judging the situation here. But the Page of Wands is also someone that is very, very preoccupied with the image, with their own image, and with their own reputation. So there are some people involved here, and very strong masculine energy, I feel like. So whoever is being involved in what happened to her is a strong masculine energy. That doesn't necessarily mean that it cannot be a female that is involved, but we are talking about the inquest here, and that is being led by masculine energy, I can tell. But there's some sort of immaturity here. So either an unwillingness to look at certain things from a mature perspective and handling the situation maturely, which is someone's incompetence. So that can indicate incompetence, or something is being done on purpose in order to ignore certain things that are very important, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Queen of Cups is reversed. And I remember in my very first reading, I got the card, I won't cry for you. So in a sense, there is a lack of feminine energy here, like a lack of, like in terms of a lack of empathy, okay? I feel like there's a working hard on accomplishing something here, okay? Accomplishing something that is important for the narrative. But some people are really working hard, and they believe that they are working hard on this inquest to bring justice into situation. And the Nine of Pentacles upright, most of the time is talking about working alone, but this one is reversed, so there are multiple people here. And the Ten of Pentacles is reversed as well, which is telling me that there's some sort of corruption that is involved, and big money here. Ten of Pentacles is always big money, very, very big money. So I'm not sure who is behind this, what is behind this, but there's some money that is involved and some reputation. Okay, let me check. So today we are checking the inquest, but I will need to do more readings because this is a very complex case, and I need to put the puzzle together in my head as well, and with whatever I'm seeing here. So Spirit, what is that you can say about the inquest? I'm using this deck, and that is the Madhouse Tarot. I know, it's mad. Madhouse. King of Cups again. So that is representing the judge, or the energy of the judge. She was talking about the judge, which is the coroner, probably. There's coroner and barrister, right? What else? Queen of Cups again. That can be a female, a very authoritarian female as well, in this particular case, or at the time of the inquest. Ace of Coins, which is Ace of Pentacles. Who is benefiting from this? Four of Coins. Someone doesn't want to lose their reputation, or there's something that is important here for someone that they don't want to lose. Four of Pentacles reversed. which is lack mentality and feeling absolutely terrified about losing something. So this is making me believe, and the star is reversed, which is being at the wrong place at the wrong time. This is making me believe, guys, and I need to look deeper into that. Again, this goes beyond just the partner and the sister and just a family issue and some domestic issue. There's something here that goes beyond that. And she made me feel like that as well. And I need to look up what is that and what is this cover-up about. Because what I feel here now is that there are some important people here that don't want to lose reputation. Okay? Page of Wands is reversed. There is preoccupation with what the people around someone are saying. Karma is here, which is judgment. That is the public. There's a preoccupation with the public. And also, like, I'm going to lose something that is very important. And the coroner, and I feel like people are involved in this. Okay, the star is reversed. That can talk about also mental illness, that they are blaming everything on her mental state. They are trying to twist the narrative in a way that she's being blamed for what happened. And, you know, that's always a very easy way. And this is what I saw, for example, with Elisa Lam. And I will do a reading about her as well. That, oh, it was her fault, what happened, it was an accident because she was in that mental state. That is so easy all the time to do that, you know, to blame something on someone's mental state. And I feel like this is what they are doing. And the star reversed is also arrogance and operating from the ego. And it can be narcissistic tendencies as well. Let me get some cards from this deck. This is called Occult Tarot. And let's see what are the underlying energies of the inquest. Okay, so today I really want to focus on the inquest, because that is a starting point to understand what is really going on. I don't believe that the partner is completely innocent. So even if there's no direct involvement, there's some indirect involvement, or at least in her mental state. So there's something there as well. So the underlying energies and the dominant energies of the inquest and how the case was handled. Spirit, how the case was handled. Nicola's case. Okay, this just fell on the floor, but this one came out reversed. Sorry about the noise that is coming from outside. So we have Strength reversed. Vine, builds towers or destroys stone walls. Let me focus my camera. Causes rough waters, finds witches. This was reversed. So builds towers and destroys stone walls, causes rough waters, finds witches. Reversed. So there are some destructive energies here, like Strength reversed twice. Causes rough waters. That came out reversed. So I don't believe that the water is the problem here. She kept saying water. So something is being blamed on water, and obviously that she drowned, but there's something more here. What else? The underlying energy of how the thing was handled, how the case was handled. Spirit, the underlying energy, please. Eight of Swords. Folklore, I don't know how you pronounce it. Kills by drowning and can sink ships, controls the seas and the winds, will spare any life by request. So the underlying energy here is the Eight of Swords. Kills by drowning. So there's a deep focus on drowning here at the time of at the inquest. We are asking about the energies of the inquest. So they are focusing very strongly on the water and how one can drown. So we are asking about the underlying energies of the inquest. The energies of inquest. How the things were handled. We were not asking about what happened, guys. So before you comment that I'm not reading the cards correctly, let me tell you that we are not asking now about what happened. We are asking about the underlying energies of the inquest and how things were handled. Okay? And the underlying energy and the main focus was on drowning. Okay, we have a Six of Swords reversed. Seer. travels the world over in an instant and brings anything anywhere, gives the truth about thefts and hidden treasures, willing to do anything one commands. That was reversed. So that is travel, Six of Swords. Travels the world over an instant. But that is reverse, which is saying that there's no movement. Okay, so there's focusing on one particular thing. And the Six of Swords is movement again, and is transition, is going away and moving away. But that was reversed. What else, Spirit, that you can say? What else that you can say? Okay, we have two cards. We have, not sure what is that, King of Wands and Six of Wands. Oh, sorry, Nine of Wands. We were both reversed. Though Asmodeus Marcosias, a strong and faithful fighter, follows all commands and answers all questions. So there's something about following orders here. That was reversed. Strong and faithful fighter, reversed. Okay, King of Wands makes men fly into passionate rage and desire, destroys the happiness of married couples, wastes the beauty of virgins, reveals the future. King of Wands. And bottom of the deck we have Lucifuge, Rophocale, Ace of Pentacles, gives all worldly power and treasures, makes one rich quickly. Yeah, these are the underlying energies of the Inquest. I think this is kind of like self-explanatory here. There's some like following commands here, following orders. Not sure about the King of Wands reversed. Makes men fly into passionate rage and desire. So this can work both ways, like rage or desire. Okay, this is fire energy. Destroys the happiness of married couples. Wastes the beauty of virgins, reveals the future, reversed. So something about revealing something that is upside down here at this inquest. Something is not being revealed quiet the way that it happened, or there's some sort of cover-up here. I'm sorry, but everybody again that is able and is capable of critical thinking would say that the story is very fishy. And let me tell you something, at the inquest, from what I read, it was concluded by people that are in the field, by experts, quote-unquote experts, that her Fitbit showed and was recording solid and steady heart rate until 11:48 a.m. and she disappeared allegedly at 9:20, so 9:20 in the morning, and at that time allegedly she went into the water. Now how come that the Fitbit that she was wearing was still showing and recording a solid and steady heart rate? Like, if you fall into the water by accident, are you going to be having a solid heart rate? No, you're not going to be having a solid heart rate 2 hours later, right? There's fight and flight that kicks in when there's an accident or something that is happening. So that is telling me that at 11:48 a.m. something probably happened that changed the course of the heart rate, or it stopped recording. I don't know if it ran out of battery, probably not, or she died at 11 something, but we can say, and it was concluded, and you have to be stupid not to understand, that she was still alive at 11:48. And if she met someone at that time, she probably knew those people. So there are so many fishy things about this particular narrative. So how can you say that probably she fell into the water at 9 something in the morning, because that was the last time that they saw her, but her Fitbit was still recording that she was fine, and when they found her she still had the Fitbit on. So either someone took that off, she wasn't wearing that when she drowned, otherwise that would have recorded like a fight and flight, right, not a steady and solid heart rate, or she didn't die at that time. Okay, so there are so many questions here, and I want to dig deeper into that, but this video is going to be very, very long, so I'm gonna do that next time. But I can tell that there's some sort of cover-up here and some sort of corruption. And we got the Ace of Pentacles twice, right? We had the Ace of Coins here, and we had the Ace of Coins there as well. And from an occult perspective, this gives all worldly power and treasures and makes one rich quickly. someone benefits from this and from the truth not being revealed, and someone loses way too much if the truth is being revealed. And I feel like that is a powerful person. Two of Cups here. What is that? Causes the love of women and men, and of men to women. So this is like the energy of relationships. So there's something around a partnership here. So there's something around a partnership or a relationship. Alright guys, so this is today's reading. Please, if this resonated, please share it with whoever you feel like is interested in the case of Nicola Bulley. I really want to commit myself now with the readings to put the pieces together and to understand what really happened there, because this is not just one person, okay? Like one person is more than enough for us to demand justice. But this is also representing the power of authorities, the power of powerful people, and also like many cases in the world that happened in a very similar way, and justice was never served and the truth never came out. Okay, so please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. If you want to book a personal reading, then you will find information in the description box, and if you want to send me a donation, it is received with great gratitude. You will find a PayPal link down below as well, and you can also buy me a coffee. Thank you so much guys for being here. Thank you so much for everyone's support. Take care, and I will definitely see you next time with another Nicola Bulley reading. Happy equinox everybody. Bye.